This right here is the Park Tool chain scrubber, Cyclone, you know?
Yep.
I'm starting to get rained on here a little bit. Little reservoir here that they provide on the top. And I'm gonna pour that in, down. So today, we're gonna clean this damn chain.
There are no excuses left.
It's not that hard.
No, it's not.
Let's do it.
So before we get started, there's a couple things that we need to gather together. The first thing that you're gonna want is some Simple Green. That's what we use. You can use any biodegradable cleanser cleaner that you want to, but this is what we use. And then the next thing that we use is the Park Tool chain scrubber.
Chain scrubber.
Yes, it is a
It's
chain
really nice.
scrubber, and it does a really, really good job.
It does.
Yep. And then you're gonna want some water for rinsing
It's
afterwards.
water for rinsing because you got to get that Simple Green
That's right. Yeah, you have to get that all out of your chain. And then the last thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to lubricate your chain with something.
Right. Right. So just get yourself whatever type of lube that you use.
And you should be good to go.
Yep, we're gonna go ahead and get started on this and we'll show you how to do it.
That's right.
Right now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on getting this guy taken care of. Now this right here, Lisa mentioned, this right here is the Park Tool chain scrubber, Cyclone, you know?
Yep.
Anyway, so we bought this a couple years ago and I have to confess, I've probably used it, I don't know, maybe 10 times, but I should be doing it like every week. It's just so easy to use. It's just, there's no excuse not to do it. So on this machine, all you're doing is hooking this over your chain, running your chain through here, and I'll show you in just a second, running your chain through here. You have to have the handle situated so that the chain goes through this way. Here's the sponge part of it that kind of soaks off all of the material that you put in here as it goes off. So I'll show you as we go along, but I thought I would just introduce that to you a little bit at first. So your chain is dirty. The first thing that you have to do is make sure that your chain is on the smallest spoke that you have down here in the back or in the front. So I'm gonna do that real quick with Lisa's bike. I should have done it before, but I'm gonna go ahead and just lift this real quick. Watch out, Lisa, I don't wanna have to hit you here. All right, that just makes it so that this chain will go ahead and spin freely like that. So we're down on that last, I'm starting to get rained on here a little bit. We're on that last cog, the smallest cog, so we can do that. So now, the next thing we need to do is that now this tool, it has a handle on it and you can do it from either direction. So you want to make it so that here, and you can see there has like a crank on here that you'll be going backwards, and you want to have it where the, I always get it backwards, where the chain, as we're doing it here backwards, that it will exit out this way. Okay, if you have it the other way, it just kind of, it'll soap it up real good, but it won't get things in here. So this is how I'm actually putting it on. You put that on there. You got a good one on there, Elise?
Yep.
All right, so I'm putting it on here, and then you've got the top to it. That top fits on here. I could never get it done the first time. Get them nice and lined up. And you notice I didn't put my bike on a any kind of a rack or anything like that. I've done that before, but with this, it's just one of the things that you don't have to do, because you can just put your bike on a kickstand like that and you've got access to everything. So that's how I do it. It's a little lazy. Sometimes you can put it in a bike clamp and it might be a little easier on your back, but I get a chair and I'm fine. So the next thing we do, we got to get some Simple Green in there. Now you can use any degreaser type of chemicals that you want. Park Tool makes some. There's all kinds of tools out there to use. I'm kind of weird, like I said, about outdoors and the environment, so I just try to use something that is going to not hurt anything if it gets spilled on the ground, and I can dispose of it without having to, you know, have a hazmat suit or anything on there. So on this tool, get down here, Lee, so you can see, there's a line right here. I don't know if you can get on this side of it. there is a line here where you fill your liquid, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and use this little reservoir here that they provide on the top, and I'm gonna pour that in. See if I can get some on the ground too, apparently. Let's see where I'm at. I need a little bit more, huh? And I'm pouring this simple green in, full strength. There we go, we're good. I'm putting it in full strength because my chain, I haven't done it in a while. So now, what you need to do with this tool, get down here, Lisa, so we can see it. So
right.
this is the thing. So pull back just a little bit so we can see the whole deal here. I need to go backwards. If not, my bike's gonna take off, right? So I need to go backwards, and I need to do about 30 revolutions is what they suggest. So 1, 2, 3. And 30. Okay, so I thought I would go ahead and drag you through 30 to see what that feels like. So now when we take this off here, you can see this guy. I'll pull it up here, Elise.
All right.
That's in pretty bad condition, all right? So now what I've got over here is I've got an area that I can spill this off into.
I don't know where I'm supposed to be.
That's okay. I'm gonna just spill it off on the ground over here because that's okay with me. It's biodegradable. And then, watch out, don't trip.
Don't trip.
So right here, I'm gonna rinse this out is what I'm gonna do. Let me get this guy in here, rinse it out in my water. Now, one of the things too is a sponge in here. You want to make sure you get that guy cleaned out. All right. Let me put this guy back in. Right back in there like that. Get my handle put back on. Just like that. All right. All right, then I'm going to set this to the side. And now, this is one of the things that the manufacturer, come around on this side here, Lisa, so we can see.
All right.
This is one of the things that the manufacturer doesn't tell you to do. But I like to do it because it saves me time in rinsing and rinsing and rinsing. So I just get my handy hose here, and I just have a small amount of water here, and I just do the same thing. I just rinse it by running a little bit of water, making sure I don't get it on my hub motor. Clean off that, just rinse that chain off a little bit, and it'll save me some time because in the past, I would get there and I'd have to wash this thing out and rinse it out about 4 or 5 times before I can get all of the simple green off of it. So I just take that step right there, get that taken care of. And then I get this here. I put a little water back in there now instead of simple green. I fill that up to the line with water. Put that back on. Always put it on wrong first. That's what I do. All right, get that guy clipped back on. Like that. And go to rinsing. And like I said, another reason why I like to have simple green here instead of something that's really bad, that's because first of all, I'm dripping all over my driveway here. Oh, there we go. I've had this happen before too. Good thing it happened. Get down here, Lisa, so you can see what happens. So what happens is that as I'm going here, there's too much slack in here because I pulled it. that happens to you, just pull your derailleur back, get this guy back this way, and you're right back in business.
That's right.
All right. All right, and we're done with that. I'll let you take a look and see. Even rinsing that, I'll show you how much. We still got stuff coming in there. So it's pretty dirty. I'm gonna rinse it again. Put a little more water in there again. Got a lot of water in there that time. All right.
There you go. Now you dip some out.
Get it in here again. Yeah, I think my problem is when I line this up is that whenever I move it, I move the chain out like that and I don't get it set up. So just make sure that you got that in there. Put that in there nice and flat. Cover that. Now, this is a Park Tool product here that I'm using, but there are so many different ones out there that you can use. I got this one just because I saw this available and it wasn't any more expensive than any of the other products. So I just went on and bought the Park Tool because it was a name brand. That's all I did. But I will have this tool in the description if you want to pick it up. And we do get a little kickback on that too, so if you want to help us out a little bit, you can do that. All right. I'm going to check this guy, see how we're doing.
See how dirty he is?
See, look at that.
Oh.
Now we're starting to get better. But still, we still have, look at that water that's in there. That's bad. All right, so I'm gonna pour that out again. Get my water, get me rinsed out again. Make sure I clean out my sponge this time. Maybe I didn't clean my sponge out very well. All right, one more time should do it, folks. I'm gonna fill this up one more time with some water to rinse it. And you can see this is not hard to do at all. You just have to make yourself do it. And the more often you do it, the less of a job it is. So make it easy on yourself. Don't do like I do. This chain here probably needed to be cleaned 3 or 4 times, since the last time I did it.
And it wasn't.
Yeah. Kind of goes with what we were talking about a little bit. I guess that was our last video. We were talking about falling in love with your bike, falling out of love with your e-bike.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things is because of all the damn maintenance. So make sure that you do the maintenance so that you won't get stranded out there like I always do. And one of the things that can happen is your chain can be all gunky and your gears are all messed up and all that kind of stuff. So this is an easy one, guys. So let's do this one. All right, one more time on this. All right, and 30.
Exactly 30.
Exactly 30. All right, and we'll pull this off and say now we're getting everything nice and that's not too bad.
It's
right
not
there.
too bad. The
We
water
just
still got a little bit, but it's
and
not bad.
I suspect that's coming from a sponge a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say okay with that I am nice and cleaned off. And then, hold on one second. You stay where you are at least.
All right.
I gotta
I'm gonna
go
look
get
at the chain a little bit.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to get in here and just get this chain dry. Just as dry as I can get it with a cloth. And it really is a good time to go in. I'm not really showing you here, but it's a good time to get in here, down here. It's a good time to get down here with a brush and clean out all of these spokes and everything. But today I'm just covering how to clean the chain itself. So clean this, get this nice and dry. All right, so what we need to do is is that we need to wait just probably, I like to just let it air dry. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I'll go ahead and take my compressed air and blow it off. But I just let it air dry for an hour or two. And then when you get done with that, let me see where my stuff is here. We can go back in and put some lube on it. And we'll do that in just a second. So now what we're gonna do, since this is completely dried, is we're gonna go ahead and put on our lubrication. Now, we use a dry weather lube on ours because we're always on the Katy Trail. And that's just gonna give you that, it'll keep it from getting all that dust and stuff on a sticky lubricant. This is drier, but it will still lubricate the chain. So it's tedious, folks, but this is how you gotta do it. So get down here, Lee, so you can see. I always try to find a reference point. I'll just say, all right, I'm gonna start right here. So, believe it or not, one little dot on every link is how we do it.
It's a pain, but that's what you gotta do.
You gotta do it. You just gotta do it because everyone needs to be done. So I just keep my eyes there, go back to where I was there, get the next ones. And this right here is probably, once you get committed into washing it, you gotta do this part because you don't want to come back with a rusty chain.
That's right.
So, and I'm watching here. I'm gonna be looking for soap bubbles here in a minute, or looking for the lube to come around on the chain. That's how I know I'm finished. All right. And we'll come back here. We won't have you watch us do every single little link, and I'll get back with you when we get all these taken care of. All right, I think that is the last link. I think we've got everything. That is tedious but necessary. So once we have that on there, then I just want to take a cloth, a dry cloth, and go ahead and just wipe off that excess lube on there, so it's just not slopping around. And that's it. That's all you gotta do
to clean your chain.
Yeah, all of that headache for just that little bit of maintenance. And that's kind of what we're talking about. And that's it.
That is.
So just hold on for 1 second. So do not put off cleaning your chain because you think it's too hard or it's too time consuming. It's super easy.
It is. It's pretty darn simple.
That's why I did this video, because for myself, I'm always going, tomorrow, I'll take care of it tomorrow. It's so easy. It's so simple. Once you have the tools, like I said, I will link that chain scrubber from Park Tool in the description. Everything that we use here, pretty simple tools, but man, so easy to get it taken care of.
It is. Yeah. And you know, if you've just been feeling kind of blah about your bike, this might be the kind of the little bit of push you need to do stuff, because I know that I'm always a lot happier when I'm doing something and something's clean and sparkling and fresh, but maybe that's just me.
That's right. So just put you on some scrubby clothes in case you get nasty, get your butt outside, get your simple green going, get your chain nice and shiny, just like this one is now. It's not quite so shiny because I took too long. But anyway, it'll be nice and shiny. You can take care of your chain and make sure that that maintenance is something that you do on a regular basis.
Right.
So,
and I think that we've said it about it all.
That's all we can
everything.
say.
Yeah. So if you found value in this video, then what you should do is like, subscribe, and get your butt outside.
We'll see you in the next video. See ya.